home with me. Show you my fine table with a place there for your own. Come to me, 'cause I've come to take you home. Sing out to the fish, call him home inside his boat. His lines were never tangled, he never dropped a note. He'd catch them in his nets, he would catch me there as well. When he sang across the water, he would weave a mighty spell. Well, I've moved away from St. John's, now Osprey is my home. I miss those magic mornings, but I never do feel alone. 'Cause in the stillness of the dawn, I swear he calls to me. I can hear him sing those fishing songs from far across the sea. He sings, come to me, my pretty ones, my love's lost in the sea. Come to me, my darlings, I'm gonna take you home with me. Show you my fine table with a place there for your own. Come to me, 'cause I've come to take you home. Come to me, I've come to take you home. Come to me, my darlings, I'm gonna take you home with me. Show you my fine table with a place there for your own. Come to me, 'cause I've come to take you home. Come to me, I've come to take you home. Oh, my little pretty ones, come to me, 'cause I've come to take you home. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sonny Jim's backyard, home of the famous Cantina Jaime del Sol. We had a rockin' good time out here on Tuesday night, and was a whole lot of fun with John Patty and all of you who joined in. Thank you for doing that. Switching gears today. The storm blew in from Jamaica way, with the clouds so black it looked night all day. Waves were breaking big on the northwest side, nearly 20 feet when it hit high tide. All the boats went south when the weather first came. We were running downwind under double reef main. The sea was jumping like a bucking horse. Took me all I had just to keep her on course. And if we make it to the lee of Sandy Key, then we can ride it out. Just you wait and see. We're headed for the iron shore, and mercy me, another boat on the bottom of an angry sea. Another boat on the bottom of an angry sea. There was lightning in the air and there was ice in my veins. It was a terrible roar when we lost the main. It sounded like a cannon and I'll never forget. Thinking to myself, it's gonna get worse yet. I put her nose to the wind, tried to pull down the rags, and I fumbled with the storm sail still in the bag. Headed for the reef when it occurred to me, man, there's a lie in the name of Sandy Key. And if we make it to the lee of Sandy Key, then we can ride it out, just you wait and see. Headed for the iron shore, and mercy me, of an angry sea. Haul the storm sail up the track, steady as you go. If you try to move too fast, you're headed overboard. Hosanna, Hosanna, keep us off that rocky shore. Find the lee of Sandy Key, we won't push you anymore, no, no. Nose to the wind, I tried to pull down the rags, and I fumbled with the storm sail still in the bag. Headed for the reef when it occurred to me, there's a lie in the name of Sandy Key. And if we make it to the lee of Sandy Key, then we can ride it out, just you wait and see. We're headed for the iron shore, and mercy me, another boat on the bottom of an angry sea. Another dream on the bottom of an angry sea. There's a lie in the name of Sandy Key. A lie in the name of Sandy Key. And that song was about a little sailing adventure, or rather misadventure, that I had down in Grand Cayman, probably back about 1990, out with my good friend Jeff Cahill, and on his beautiful boat, the Hosanna. Got caught in a bigger storm than we thought was coming, than we knew was coming. But meanwhile, over on 7 Mile Beach, fill up your picnic basket, meet me at my old boat, and bring a great big jug of that Cayman lemonade. I got new strings for my guitar, I've got a brand new tiki lantern. Gonna have ourselves a sandbar, a serenade. See, that tide is creeping lower, clouds are moving slower. The moon, it shines so bright we might need shade. Spread that blanket in the middle, cuddle up here just a little. Gonna have ourselves a sandbar, serenade. Will la-ti-da, enemy oh my. Did you ever see so many stars up in the sky? We're gonna make the sweetest music ever played. Gonna have ourselves a sandbar, serenade just like this. Tonight, it's a good thing we are dressed just right. I guess the tide will tell us how long we can stay till that sun comes up new, dear. Gonna be just me and you, dear. Gonna have ourselves a sandbar serenade. La-ti-da, me oh my. Did you ever see so many stars up in the sky? Gonna make the sweetest music ever play. We're gonna have ourselves a sandbar serenade. Oh, lovely lady, do you love me truly? Lovely lady, let's sail away. Lovely lady, oh, how you do me when you make me sing my sandbar serenade. Gonna have ourselves a little sandbar serenade, and you won't forget this sandbar serenade. Oh yeah. Thank you. So, the warm afternoon, and it is beautiful here again. I think we had a cold front come through 2 nights ago. It was beautiful out here yesterday, and last night was actually cold. It's like 64 or something like that. I know. Those of you in the great frozen north are saying, that's not cold. That's what we keep our heater set to. Well, it was cold here, and it's starting to feel warm again, and I think summer is finally upon us. And it's affecting my guitar. So here's a song I would like to do for my friend Chris Tyner out in California. It's called The Surfer Girl. can deal with the city 'cause it's close to the ocean, and the ocean really is her home. Garage full of surfboards and kayaks, a funky beach bus all her own. She dreams of dolphins and crystalline waves, beaches on the Mexican coast. 6-foot swells and nice long breaks are the things that she needs the most, 'cause she's a surfer girl. California coastal kind, she's a surfer girl. I can't get her off my mind. She loves the work that she does, helping other people heal from the wounds of the everyday. She works hard, but when the time comes, the girl she knows how to play. And I could see her now dancing to a rock and roll band, hanging out with her circle of friends. The music and the laughter keep on ringing in my ear. Never want the nights to end for that surfer girl. California phenomenon, she's the surfer girl. Skin so brown and hair so blonde, she's a surfer girl. And I hope she'll never change. She's a surfer girl. She's got the world on a silver string. And the rhythm of the ocean is the rhythm of her life. She's got the power of the waves and the tides, and the wicked world slips away in the back of a living wave for that surfer girl. God, I hope she never change, 'cause she's a surfer girl. She's got the world on a silver string, a little surfer girl. California coastal kind, surfer girl. I can't get her off my mind, no. Thank you. My friend Chris is a physical therapist out in San Diego area, and you know, she's out there dealing with all this mess too. So that's for all the first responders, all our healthcare people. God bless you. And now on to a little bit of a lighter note. I'm going to be performing at the fabulous Surf Ballroom this fall for the Trop Rock Fest out there. It'll be the second year it's been done. We skipped last year. Looking forward to it this year. I was on a big Skype get-together, and I think it's happening once a week with the performers who are going to be involved in that. I'll put that on my Facebook page a little later. In fact, I'm sure it's all over my Facebook page. Just have a look for it. But Surf Ballroom, if you don't know, is a historic, really cool place in beautiful Iowa. And just where you would not expect to find a place called the Surf Ballroom, but it's been there for 100 years. Great music, always been there. And I got inspired to write this song, and we had a request for this song called "Gimme Back the Cadillac" off my latest CD. Oh, honey, you said that you love me on. Now you're off with someone else and I'm so lonely. I gave you everything wrapped in my heart. Now you're taking it all back 'cause we're apart. Well, I want that Cadillac 'cause I heard you talking with that no good so-and-so, so now you're walking. You know I know you love him so, in fact. You can't keep him, but I want that Cadillac.
Give me that
me back the Cadillac. Give me back the Cadillac. Give me back the Cadillac. Honey, she's all yours, I sure don't want her back. You can keep the girl, but I want that Cadillac. Well, she's a beauty no one can deny. Her curves are very pleasing to the eye. And she purrs just like a kitten, that's for sure. There's low miles on that car, but not on her. Give me back the Cadillac. 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 'Cause she's all yours, I sure don't want her back. You can keep the girl, but I want that Cadillac. Give me back the 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 Cadillac. But if she's all yours, I sure don't want her back. You can keep the girl, but I want that Cadillac. Give me back the 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 Cadillac. Yes, she's all yours, I sure don't want her back. You can keep the girl, but I want that Cadillac. Give me back the Cadillac. I don't want her back. You can keep the girl, but I want that Cadillac. Give me back the 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 Cadillac. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. All right. Got to make sure the phone's turned off. Set cell phones to stun. That's what we always say over at the train depot. Well, I'm looking down at my little set list here of songs from my latest CD, and I feel like doing another one from my latest CD. I spoke to my good friend Captain Phil this morning. That's a little tiny pig right there. And my friend Captain Phil's dad, his name was Pete, and growing up, they called his dad Piggy Pete, and I met him. He has since passed away. But when Phil was a young boy, he told his dad, "Someday, Dad, I'm going to buy a Rolls Royce and drive you around London in a Rolls Royce." And, of course, Pete said, sure. And years later, Phil was fortunate enough to come by a 1978 Rolls Royce Silver Shadow at a reasonable price. Phil's a handy guy. He bought it and has fixed it up. And the license plate on it reads Mr. Piggy in honor of his dad. And even cooler than that, they took some of his dad's ashes and scattered them in the back of the car, in the boot, as they would say over on that side of the world. And so anytime he's out driving the Rolls, he's riding with Mr. Piggy. Inspired this song.
And as Mr. Piggy would say, drink your tea.
I always knew we would go in style, streets and highways, miles and miles, making memories and making smiles, riding with Mr. Piggy. A promise made a lifetime ago, a promise kept, and now you know. Up and down the road we go, riding with Mr. Piggy. Riding with Mr. Piggy. We're riding with Mr. Piggy. Piggy Pete's in the back. We put to shame any Cadillac. Like a train going down the track, riding with Mr. Piggy. A promise made a lifetime ago, a promise kept, and now you know. Up and down the road we go, riding with Mr. Piggy. And now we're riding with Mr. Piggy, riding with Mr. Piggy. And the rolls, 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 it rolls right on. We're up front and Piggy Pete's in the back. We put to shame any Cadillac. Just like a train going down the track, riding with Mr. Piggy. Up with Mr. Piggy, we're riding with Mr. Piggy. And the rolls, 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 just rolls right on. Now we're riding with Mr. Piggy, riding with Mr. Piggy. And the rolls, 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 rolls right on. And the rolls, 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 just rolls right on. And the rolls, 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 rolls right on.
Now it's time to drink your tea.
Cheers. Special vocal performance by Captain Phil Jones. And they're on right now down on the beautiful island of Canoan, where Phil has been working on a Jeep. All right. Good luck with that, Phil. I hope you can find parts. Call me if you need anything. Summer now. I feel the weight of the cold gray sky, snow that still needs to be plowed. I know we're trapped, but I just got to believe we can make it out somehow. I've got vacation days that are going to waste. Our suitcase, well, it's open on the bed. So honey, grab your flip-flops, your snorkel and mask, 'cause I've got a plan in my head. It's still summer somewhere. There's a beach calling out to me. Still summer somewhere. And that's the place where we need to be. Jump on the computer, baby, book us a flight. We could catch a red eye in the middle of the night. When we wake up in the morning, the world will be right when we're there, where it's still summer somewhere. And I've got a notion we've been frozen too long, wearing just too many clothes. I need to be where we can soak up the sun, get some sand between our toes. There's just too much frustration in this refrigeration. I need something I can smile about. Let's book a vacation to some Caribbean nation. We'll stay there till the world thaws out. It's still summer somewhere, where the afternoons last forever. Still summer somewhere. just the two of us together. Jump on the computer, baby, book us a flight. We could catch a red eye in the middle of the night. When we wake up in the morning, the world will be right. When we're there, we're still summer somewhere. Still summer somewhere. But we could still have Christmas and New Year's Eve. Cold toes and old snow is not for me. I'm thinking rum in Barbados, that sounds like fun. Lying on the beach, afternoon sun. Still summer somewhere. It's still summer somewhere, and I can't wait to get there. Yeah, we can still have Christmas and New Year's Eve. Cold toes and old snow, that's not for me. Tequila in Mexico, late night fun. Lying on the playa, soaking up the sun. We're still summer somewhere. It's still summer somewhere. It's still summer somewhere. Cha, cha, cha. Adela just came around to the request line notebook pad we have clamped to a music stand over here so it won't blow away. It's a little breezy today. And was a request for this one. Also from my latest CD. And of course, oh, it's for Roxanne. Of course, it's not coming up on this iPad, so let me see if I can add it real quick. All right, Roxanne, all the way over in the beautiful Isle of Wight. This is just for you. I met her on the beach just as the sun was going down. I invited her to stay and she said I'd love to stick around. We talked about the day, we both thought about the night. She said she had the weekend and an early Monday flight. Steel drum music playing in the background, soft and low. Dancers were all swaying as the rum began to flow. Work brought her to the island, but her working day was done. Now she said, I'm ready for some work-related fun. I'm working down here, she said. She gave a little laugh and shook her pretty head. She said, I'm working on my tan. She said, I'm working on a buzz. And I'm working on a little thing between the two of us. So order up some rum drinks, don't you leave me here alone. 'Cause I'm working on a story for my friends when I get home. I'm working down here, she said. I'm working down here, she said. She said, I like how bright the stars are once the sun has finally set. Those city lights back home make that too easy to forget. And the air here is so fresh, really makes me feel alive. I've been walking everywhere down here, never have to drive. Our office has has $1,000,000 view across the bay. And I'm working on my options now, so maybe I can stay. I think that if I moved here, I'd become a real type A. Because lately all I'm thinking of is working night and day. I'm working down here, she said. She gave a little laugh. She shook her pretty head. She said, I'm working on my tan. Said, I'm working on a buzz. And I'm working on a little thing between the two of us. So order up some rum drinks, don't you leave me here alone. 'Cause I'm working on a story for my friends when I get home. I'm working down here, she said. I'm working down here, she said. Said I think that if I moved here, I'd become a real type A. Because lately all I'm thinking of is working night and day. I'm working down here, she said. She gave a little laugh, shook her pretty head. Said I'm working on my tan. Said I'm working on a buzz. And I'm working on a little thing between the two of us. So order up some rum drinks, don't you dare leave me alone. 'Cause I'm working on a way to tell my friends I won't be home. I'm working down here, she said. Oh, I'm working down here, she said. I'm working down here, she said. Thank you very much. Thank you. By request, I play them if I know them. I play them even usually if I don't know them. This one I do know, and this one is a very special dedication to my friend Eric Babin from Radio Trop Rock, the best internet radio station out there. And I see that he uses this line or this meme in a lot of his posts when he's out enjoying life. That's what it's all about. Well, I came home very late one night. It could have been the early morning. My girlfriend was waiting with an angry look. She gave me that verbal warning. She said, I know you've been out with all your crazy friends. I want to know where you were. She demanded an explanation. This is what I said to her. I was doing research for a drinking song I'm trying to write. I was doing research and I was soaking it up all night. I did like old George Jones and Ernest Hemingway, staying out and drinking till the break of day. I think I've got the idea and all I'm gonna say, it was research. And now a long time ago I was doing a show at a tiki bar in Waikiki, when along came a wahine in a very small bikini, making big goo-goo eyes at me. Well, my instincts were right, it was a glorious night. And in the morning as we lay in bed, we were snuggled neath the covers when she asked me if I loved her. In honesty, here's what I said. I was doing research for a love song I'm trying to write. Oh, I was doing research, but I was studying hard all night. I did like Masters and Johnson and the Height Report, doing my best not to come up short. I'm really not in it for the bedroom sport. No, it was research. with my friends, singing songs to a wonderful crowd. I know you're out there. The beer is cold and the women are hot. The music is fast and loud. It would be alright if this went on all night and we partied till the break of dawn. Cause if you shake it all up, something's bound to happen. I can write about it in a song. We're just doing research. We're taking life as it comes along. Yeah, we're just doing research. Another verse to another song. Just like Elvis and the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. We're working our fingers right down to the bone. My wife's yelling at me on the telephone. She says, Sonny Jim, when are you coming home? I said, I've got some new assistants. Leave us alone. We're doing research. And it's a dangerous and dirty job, but someone's got to do it. People say writing songs, man, there's nothing to it. Everybody says you gotta write what you know. Well, I know that there are places I still need to go. I'm thinking about heading there right after the show. Do some research. It's me and Eric Babin. We're doing research. Yeah, we're doing research. 'Cause life is all about the research. Thank you very much. In the immortal words of Elvis Aaron Presley. You know,
Melissa's on, Stolly's on,
oh my God.
Missy's on.
We pretty much have all the different countries covered now. My sister in Sweden, my good friend Stali in Norway, and my sister-in-law in Texas. All the countries. Yeehaw! Well, the good news is Tuesday night, starting at, what do I start there? 6 till 10 o'clock, I'll be over at Captain Kurt's on Siesta Key. They have, I was talking with the guy who books over there, Marcel, and he told me they have really changed things there. They've put tables all along the parking lot. They've blocked off the first 4 or 5, maybe more parking spots so they can put more tables out there. And the music is, of course, piped through the entire place so people can actually hear me. And there is social distancing being actively put in place. That's why all the tables are out there. There's only a handful of tables on the patio where I'll be singing. And they have plexiglass for the bartenders. It's like you're going in a bank. I'd like to deposit $15. Let me have 3 margaritas, please. And so it looks like it's going to be a good deal. I'm excited about that. So that means John Patty and I are moving our Tuesday night show to Wednesday. And we're going to try something a little different this week. We're moving inside because it's going to start getting hot and buggy, Florida style. And we want to, and rainy. That's the big one. And we also want to be respectful of our neighbors who have been so great the last 6 weeks for not complaining about us doing shows outside. So. Oh my goodness, all the Scottish ladies are tuning in too. That's wonderful. Charlotte, thank you so much for getting the gang together. And how are you? That's the only Scottish I know. I could say haggis, but I probably would say it wrong. I don't know too much. Let's see, I had a song all set up. Who requested that? Oh, let's do that right now, if we can. So this one is just for the Scottish ladies from an old Scottish boys. Yeah. Oh, that's so romantic. Over all the miles. Thank you for tuning in. This one is just for the Scottish ladies. told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? You fill my heart with gladness. You take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. The morning sun in all its glory greets and comforts each new day. You fill my heart with gladness. You take away all my sadness. Make it better, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine. It's yours and it's mine. And it shines like the sun. At the end of the day, we should give thanks and praise to the one. Told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? And you fill my heart with gladness. You take away all my sadness. Make it better, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine. It's yours and it's mine. It shines just like the sun. The end of the day, we should give thanks and praise to the one. Have I told you lately, girl, I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? You fill my heart with gladness. You take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. You fill my heart with gladness. You take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. You fill my heart with gladness. You take away all my sadness. Make it better, that's what you do. From me and Nicola, who made the request, to all my Scottish ladies, thanks so much. Well, let's see. I was gonna do a Jim Morris song that is like the total antithesis of that last song. And I haven't done this one in a while, so it could be interesting. You know, you have visions of being a rock performer, a performer, and you're under the lights and adulation and jets here and there and big parties and champagne and free booze and supermodels. Here's a song about that very thing. It's called Rockstar School. Where are we, Adela? Here or here? We're here. Okay, hit it. When the lights go down, we put the Beatles to shame. 30,000 people start screaming my name. They're tearing their clothes off. Man, they're dancing up on the chairs. When I awake from this dream, it's such a pitiful sight. I'm just playing down at Fat Bubba's Lounge tonight. Hey, who's gonna help me get these speakers up all these stairs? And now they're brawling and crawling down on the floor. We got people throwing up and then they're drinking some more. We got bikers, hikers, spikers, rednecks and ghouls. I got this nasty old lady trying to pick me up. Oh, mama, I'm no fool. Well, they never said a word about this at Rockstar School. Now backstage the party is rocking again. Jack Nicholson's pissed 'cause he can't get in. We're drinking the finest champagne that money can buy. But in real life, I'm putting my equipment away. I'll probably sample cuisine down at the Circle K. Maybe a jalapeno hot dog, man, and a big moon pie. And now they're brawling, crawling down on the floor. We got people throwing up, then they're drinking some more. We got bikers, hikers, spikers, rednecks and ghouls. We got people spilling beer all over my gear. Oh, buddy, that ain't cool. No, they never said a word about this Rockstar School. Models, 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 where are the models? Where are the models with all those bottles of booze? I got people spilling beer all over my gear. Oh, mama, I'm no fool. And they never said a word about this Rockstar School. Stretch limo waiting just to take me away. Gotta get to my jet and fly to LA, 'cause there's a party at the Playboy Mansion and it's gonna be big, big, so big. But in real life, you know, I'm just a tired old man changing a flat on my beat up van. Gonna have to drive all night to make my next gig. And now they're brawling and crawling down on the floor. We got people throwing up and then they're drinking some more. We got hikers, bikers, spikers, rednecks and ghouls. I got people spilling gear all over my beer. Oh, buddy, that ain't cool. You know, they never said a word about this at Rockstar School. Models, 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 where are the models? Where are the models with all those bottles of booze? I got this nasty old lady trying to pick me up. Oh, mama, I'm no fool. And they never said a word about this at Rockstar School. No, they never said a word about this at Rockstar School. Oh, they never said a word about this at Rockstar School. Jim has left the planet. Sonny Jim has left the planet. Okay, how badly did I tear up that camera?
I think you're okay. I think you're okay.
It's a little leaning a little bit. I don't want anyone to get seasick.
Okay, I think you're fine. I'll check it out. You're on this one.
Well, I'm on the sky cam now. Well, I have had my my share of hobnobbing with rock stars. This next song I wrote after going to see Bob Dylan up in Tampa with my good friend Steve Huntington from Radio Margaritaville. It was probably like 2002 or something we went. And I came home after that concert. It's one of the great rock and roll stories of my life. Steve had run into an old friend of his who happened to be the promoter of the event a week or so before and asked if there were any tickets. And the promoter said, sure, I'll leave you a couple at the will call window. Just pay for them, pick them up there. And so we're walking up to the will call window, and Steve goes to get the tickets, and I'm staring at the seating chart, and he says, these are in A, 7, and 8, or some number. And so I'm looking, of course, way up in the nosebleed seats is what I'm thinking. The guy next to us would be wearing a halo and playing a harp. We'd be up so high. But as it turns out, it was front row center for Bob Dylan at the Ice Palace, what used to be the Ice Palace. And it was a great show. It was an amazing show. And the next day I got up and I was determined I was going to write a Bob Dylan kind of a song. Well, I sat down with a pot of coffee, a number 2 pencil all sharpened up and ready to go, and all the way through the pot of coffee, nothing came. I had no inspiration. So what I did was I kind of rewrote a Bob Dylan song. And I was going to put it on my Tropicool CD. And in fact, we pressed 300 of them to take to Key West to Meeting the Minds. They're collector's items now because we didn't get clearance from Bob Dylan to actually use the song. One of his special recordings, but here's my version. Used to be called, he had a little hit with it called Like a Rolling Stone. That's what it was. And I rewrote it to fit my own tropical purposes. It's now Like a Rolling Coconut, and it goes like this. Hit it, boy! Once upon a time you were doing fine. You went to work at 9, you came home at 5 every day. And then you popped up from your cubicle. You stopped chewing on your cuticle and you looked away. That's my favorite rhyme I've ever written. Cubicle and cuticle. Ooh. And there on your office wall was a poster you had seen once in the mall. Palm trees leaning on some sandy shore. Now you don't want to work there no more. So you took a deep breath, you cleaned out your desk, and then you hit the street. Oh, how does it feel? Bob wrote that part. Tell me, how does it feel to be out of your rut, to be completely unstuck? Look at you, you're like a rolling coconut. Why didn't Bob think of that? I mean, pretty simple, great idea. Well, friends, they call it all amazed. In the days that you got so crazed and you did the deed. You sold off and gave away everything you owned last Saturday, 'cause it was stuff you did not need. Now you're traveling light. You surf all day. You 10 bar at Captain Kurt's on Tuesday night. Now your head, well, it's feeling alright. You sold your car, you bought a funky Key West bike. Now I see you pedaling every day with your fishing reel. Tell me, how does it feel? Tell me, how does it feel to be out of your rut, to be completely unstuck? You're like a rolling coconut. You're free. Tell me, how does it feel to be out of your rut, to be completely unstuck? You're like a rolling coconut. Tell me, how does it feel? Tell me, how does it feel to be out of your rut? You're like a rolling coconut. You're free. Roll on, roll on. Just keep on going. That's it, I promise. Okay, boy, where do we go after that? Do we have requests, Adela?
What's here?
Well, we have Mind Your Head Fred and the Bondo Kings.
Nicola requested the Bondo Kings.
Oi,
And Mind Your Head was Alan from the UK.
Alan from the UK. All right, we're going to take them in order then. When I lived in Grand Cayman, we had to keep our cars in tip-top shape, which was an impossible task because my car was a piece of crap. My original car, I had a 1980 Toyota Corolla that was held together with duct tape and Bondo and a prayer. And if you don't know what Bondo is, it's plastic body filler that you use to fill in dents and everything. And one year, I was going to get my car inspected, and the guy would not pass inspection because I had a hole about this big on the passenger side door, just rusted through. And so I went back home, and my good friend Hal Phillips and I got some masking tape and some spray paint and some Bondo, covered up the hole, took it back about 2 hours later, passed inspection. This is the Bondo Kings. Uncle Hal and I spent some time this weekend patching up my beat-up van and getting itchy skin, scraping out the rust and patching up the holes. Good for the body work, well, it's good for the soul. It's an annual ritual. No summer is complete till you're standing in the shade of the palm tree, sand beneath your feet. Vehicle inspection soon, if I hope to pass. I got to patch it up with Bondo, duct tape and fiberglass, and those Bondo Kings, they're at it again. It's such a miracle the way that stuff can mend. A little bit of hardener and then slap it on real fast. Scrape it and sand it, paint it at last, and those Bondo Kings in shade tree land got their fingers stuck together and a cold beer in their hand. Yeah, the Bondo Kings, they're at it again. Those Bondo Kings, they make a social event out of pounding out a fender or filling in a dent. Car radio playing some dance hall tunes. If we could only get some good FM, man, we'd be over the moon. Checking out the gossip and those cute girls by the pool. Thinking we should have done this in December when it's nice and cool. Trying hard to match the color of that great big rust spot. Gonna head out to the beach now, cause it's just too damn hot. And the Bondo Kings, they're at it again. It's such a miracle, the way that stuff can mend. A little bit of hardener, slap it on real fast. Scrape it and sand it, paint it at last. And those Bondo Kings, shade tree land, they've got their fingers stuck together and a cold beer in their hand. Yeah, the Bondo Kings, at it again. Yes, I remember that one summer when had that big hole in the passenger side door. Wouldn't let us pass inspection. Took it home, covered it with masking tape, slapped a little Bondo on there, sprayed it with primer, pass inspection. It's just an island car, not an ego game. It may be an eyesore, but it gets there just the same. A lot of tender, loving care, that's what keeps it on the road. Doesn't matter what it looks like, as long as it goes. And the Bondo Kings, they're at it again. It's a miracle the way that stuff can mend. A little bit of hardener, slap it on real fast. Scrape it and sand it, paint it at last. And those Bondo Kings in Shade Tree Land, they got their fingers stuck together and a cold beer in their hand. Yeah, they Bondo Kings, they're at it again. It's such a miracle the way that stuff can mend. A little bit of hardener, slap it on real fast. Scrape it, sand it, paint it at last. And the Bondo Kings in Shade Tree Land, they've got their fingers stuck together and a cold beer in their hand. Yeah, the Bondo Kings, they're at it again. Bondo Kings, they're at it again. Yay, no more pushing. That's a special dedication from me to Captain Phil and the guys that are working with him on the Jeep down there in Kanawha. I hope you get it going so you don't have to push start it anymore. Those guys work too hard. All right. Well, we covered that one from my Sandbar Serenade CD. We have a request for another one from that same CD. Let's see if it's here. Ho, ho, ho. We're in luck. We're in luck today. This is a song I wrote for another sailing friend, Fred Newman. Tall Fred. Mind your head, Fred, we call him. You see, my friend Fred, he's a pretty tall guy, just like me. In fact, he comes in right around, 6'3", and on the boat he loves to party. But it seems that he's forgot, well, the cabin's only 6 feet high, so we say this a lot. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head. There he goes again. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head. To see him causes pain. Most people, they just need one good bump to figure it out. But Fred's never seemed to figure out. Protect your cocoa nut. Coming through the hatchway, going down the stairs. Short people, they got no worries about taking off their hair. But Fred, he got a problem finding enough room. Why, even outside on the sailboat, it's watch out for that boom. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head, just don't go down below. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head, and if you do, go slow. We often laugh about it, but I know this much is true. Fred, you're not too tall for this here boat. It's too short for you. So mind your head, Fred, watch your head. 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 Mind your head, Fred. No, don't go down there, Fred. Look out, Fred. Duck, Fred. Duck, Fred. Look out, Fred. Ouch. Mind your head, Fred. Watch your head. Just don't go down below. Mind your head, Fred. Watch your head. And if you do, go slow. We often laugh about it, but I know this much is true. Fred, you're not too tall for this here boat. It's too short for you. Now, we went sailing once for 3 weeks. Fred was black and blue. All of us there on the boat, well, we knew just what to do. We gathered up our monies, we found a motorcycle shop. So now Fred has a helmet and we don't have to holler, stop! Mind your head, Fred, watch your head. Oh, there he goes again. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head. To see him cause his pain, most people, they just need a one good bump. Figure it out, but Fred never seemed to figure out. Protect your coconut. So mind your head, Fred, watch your head. 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 Mind your head, oh Fred. Watch your head. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head. Mind your head, oh Fred. Mind your head, Fred, watch your head. Mind your head, oh Fred. Ouch. Oh Lordy. I always need to take a nap after that song. Well, I had a request for one that very near and dear to my heart and my pocketbook. I've been hearing from a lot of friends lately that say that they've been seeing the movie The Firm on Netflix or one of the cable channels, and that's always good for me because I have a song in that movie, The Firm, that I wrote for The Firm, so I get a little money every time it plays. And it's actually worked out to be very good over the years, so I hope they play it 10 times a day, every day, all over the world. That'd be great. This is from the scene where Gene Triplehorn drugs Gene Hackman's drink in the movie The Firm. That was my office of 11 years, the pool bar at the Hyatt Regency in Grand Cayman. Here's my song, We Could Blame It on the Rum. Your ring, don't want to tie no strings, just want a one-time thing, fun-time thing with you. And I swear I'll play it cool, won't be nobody's fool, to see you through tonight is all I want to do. We could blame it on the rum, say it was the tropical night. It was the gentle kiss of the waves on the shore and those tiki lights. It was the music through the coconut trees and the magic between you and me. When tomorrow finally comes, when it's all said and done, we could blame it on the rum. Palm trees sway, the way you hold me safe. You could move me in the way I like to move. The sea is calm and warm, we could make it storm, like the rhythms of a steel drum band in the groove. We could blame it on the rum. Say it was the tropical night. It was the gentle kiss of an ocean breeze in the pale moonlight. It was the music through the coconut trees and the magic between you and me. When tomorrow finally comes, when it's all said and done, we could blame it on the rum. could blame it on the rum. We could say it was the tropical night, was the gentle kiss of an ocean breeze in the pale moonlight. It was the music through the coconut trees and the magic between you and me. So when tomorrow finally comes, when it's all said and done, we could blame it on the rum. We could blame it on the rum. We could say it was the tropical night, or the gentle kiss of an ocean breeze in the pale moonlight. It was the music through the coconut trees and the magic between you and me. When tomorrow finally comes, when it's all said and done, we could blame it on the rum. Yeah, when tomorrow finally comes, when it's all said and done, we could blame it on the rum. Thank you very much. In answer to the age-old question of who let the dogs out, my daughter Hallie did just now. I want to, if he stay there and not get up. No, come there. I want to get a picture. Sam, can you zoom in on it? Do I need to zoom up or down?
Yeah, he's right there. Let me see if I can. Let's see.
Don't worry about it.
No, he's sitting over there. Sammy!
Sam! Oh, he's playing coy.
Sammy!
All right, I'm going back to me.
Okay.
Enough of the dogs. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty close to where we were.
Yeah, that is. Good enough.
Good enough. Good enough for the way we operate around here. Okie dokie. Let's see. I think I've hit all the, except for the last request. Let's do that one. This is usually the closing number. We have a few more minutes, don't we, Adela?
Yeah, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. All righty then. 15 minutes. Here we go, by request. The sand is cool beneath my feet. Gone is the summer's daytime heat. My footsteps crunch along this beach. They drift into eternity. A million diamonds light the night. A million candles burning bright. In inky blackness how they shine, as they will do throughout all time. Sky, sand, water, moon, don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Across the ocean ripples flow, pushed by the tides and the winds that blow. Into these gentle waves they grow, their journey secrets whispered low. The soft caress of night's embrace shines on the beach tonight as summer on your face. And I take great comfort in this truth, that same moon watches over you. Sky, sand, water, moon, Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Every little bit, every atom of my being begins to stir, starts into singing, intoxicated, elated by this night's rich perfume. Every little bit gets me feeling, gets me thinking that each moment is ours, just for the taking, to treasure forever, shining like some golden doubloon. Sky, sand, water, moon. Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Steel drum solo, John Patty. John, oh, he's not here. Every little bit, every atom of my being begins to stir, starts into singing, intoxicated, elated by this night's rich perfume. Every little bit gets me feeling, gets me thinking that each moment is ours, and it's just for the taking, to treasure forever, shining like some golden doubloon. Sky, sand, water, moon. Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Sky, sand, water, moon. Don't let this night be over soon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. I feel connected and in tune. Sky, sand, water, moon. Thank you. Oh. Oh, yes. Tacos and margaritas for Debbie over in the UK. Love to do it. Let's see. Wish I had that other iPad. I met her at the Mercado. She was buying avocados, and man, she really turned me on. She reached for my pepper, and I grabbed her tomatoes, and I knew it wouldn't be very long. She headed for La Mesa. I grabbed some cerveza, and I picked up some lemons and I picked up some tomatoes and lemons. Onions and lemons, that's it. She reached for her money. I said, wait a minute, honey. I believe that this one is on me. Guacamole, guacamole. We be making guacamole all night long. Guacamole, 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 guacamole. We be making guacamole all night long. We got to my pickup. We started to back up. We headed out on down the road. We went to mi casa, ate tortillas de masa, and we made guacamole all night long. Guacamole, guacamole, guacamole. We were making guacamole all night long. Guacamole, guacamole, guacamole. I can't hear you. We were making guacamole all night long. Okay, you need to scream it out really loud right after me. Over in your kitchen as you're making tacos. Guacamole, 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 guacamole. We were making guacamole all night long. Toda de noche, guacamole, guacamole, guacamole. We were making guacamole all night long. Guacamole. So there you go. Yeah.
Let's do Romeo for Roxanne and for me.
Oh, Adela made her request.
And Roxanne.
And Roxanne. Yes, be glad to do that for you. Let me see if I can find it here. Somehow my capo didn't make it out here. Give me 30 seconds. I'm going to run in and fetch. I'll explain it. I'll be right back. Where is that damn thing? Where could it be? Where is it? Where is that thing? Which camera?
This one right here.
All one?
This one.
This is called a capo. It straps across the frets and helps you change keys easily. And for some things that you have to do guitar playing wise, it's advisable. There you go. And this reminds me, my friend Tall Paul recorded this song many years ago. And he's doing a 30th anniversary. I don't know if it's his first release, but it's his 30th anniversary party. I'm sure he's been playing music at least that long. And that is tonight on his YouTube page. And I'm going to tune in on that. It's 9 o'clock tonight, Eastern. And I'm sure he'll do this one. There was a big hellacious party. Unfortunately, I think I was in Belize at the time and was not able to make it. Which is a pretty good excuse if you ask me, but Paul, I'll be watching you tonight as I clean up my studio, getting ready for next Wednesday night's show with my pal John Patty. 7:30 on Wednesday. This is one of my all-time favorite songs, and maybe I'll record it, but who knows. Adela's request and for Roxanne. Love-struck Romeo sings the streets a serenade. He's laying everybody low with the love song that he made. Finds a street light, steps out of the shade, and says something like, "You and me, babe, how about it?" Juliet says, "Ooh, it's Romeo. He nearly gave me a heart attack." He's underneath my window, she's singing, "Hey la, my boyfriend's back." You shouldn't come around here singing up to people like that anyway, she says. So what you gonna do about it? Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet you exploded into my heart. I forget. You know the movie song, when you're gonna realize it was just the time was wrong. Juliet. Come up on different streets, both were streets of shame, both dirty and both mean. But the dream was just the same. I dreamed your dream for you, now your dream is real. How can you look at me as if I was just another one of your deals? You can fall for pretty strangers, and you can fall for chains of gold. You can fall for pretty strangers, and the promises they hold. You promised me everything, promised me thick and thin, yeah. And now you just say, "Ah, Romeo, well, I used to have a scene with him." But Juliet, when we made love, you used to cry. Said, "I love you like the stars above. I love you till I die. There's a place for us." You know the movie song, when you're gonna realize the time was wrong. Juliet, Juliet. I can't do the talk like they talk on the TV. I can't sing a love song like the way it's meant to be. I can't do everything, but I would do anything for you. I can't do anything except to be in love with you. And all I do is miss you the way we used to be. Girl, all I do is keep the beat, yeah, and bad company. And all I do is kiss you through the bars of a rhyme. Well, Julie, I do the stars with you. Anytime, Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet, girl, you exploded into my heart. I forget, you know the movie song, when you're gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong. Miss Julia. Love-struck Romeo sings the streets a serenade. He's laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Finds a convenient street light, steps out of the shade and says something like, you and me, babe, how about it? You and me, babe, how about it? You and me, babe. Thank you very much. Thanks for that request, Roxanne. One more request. What do we got? Oh, ah. Well, we have time for una más, as my friend Mark Mulligan would say. Only one more. Well, let's give that one a try if we can. Okay. Another song written by my dear friend, the late Mr. Jim Morris. And this has an additional verse that my friend Dave Monahan and I wrote for Jim, actually. So here we go. Cosmic Magician. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you Wednesday night, 7:30. Sometimes I like to just jump in my boat, take off and get lost for the day. Travel way back in the mangroves to some hidden spot far away. I don't even fish, I just lie on the deck, think about life for a while. I tackle the unanswered questions, like why are we here and who gave us beer? Hey, is there some cosmic magician pulling the strings down below? Who in the hell is driving this rock? You know, even the smartest don't know. If I could make one small suggestion, when it's all over I'll be out on that Gulf Stream, trolling for mermaids, singing a song of the sea. Sometimes I like to go sailing, spend a few weeks in the Keys, skirting the islands and living on rum, doing whatever I please. At night as I stare at the heavens, wish I could travel the stars. I'd go to the end of the universe and hitch me a ride to the other side. Hey, is there some cosmic magician pulling the strings down below? Who in the hell is driving this rock? You know, even the smartest don't know. If I got to choose my hereafter, when it's all over, I'll be out on the Gulf Stream, trolling for mermaids and singing a song of the sea. To all my friends who've gone on before me, I hope you're out there somewhere. Hope you look over my shoulder whenever I'm gasping for air. And if you know the cosmic magician, please tell him I said hello. Please give him one small suggestion. Tell him thanks, I'm glad I'm here, thanks for the beer. Who is this cosmic magician pulling the strings down below? Who in the hell is driving this rock? You know, even the smartest don't know. I got to make one suggestion. When it's all over, I'll be out on the Gulf Stream, trolling for mermaids and singing a song of the sea. To all of my friends who come after, you can sure bet I will be out on the Gulf Stream, trolling for mermaids who better be watching for me. I'll do lunch with the cosmic magician at this great little place up the road. He'll answer all of my questions, like why are we here and who pays for the beer. It'll be me and the cosmic magician pulling the strings down below. They'll ask who in the hell is driving this rock. You know, even the smartest won't know. I'll have granted my one small suggestion. When you come looking for me, I'll be out on the Gulf Stream, trolling for mermaids and singing a song of the sea. I'll be out on the Gulf Stream, trolling for mermaids and singing a song of the sea. Again, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you before too long. Looks like I am going to be out at the Navigator on Sunday from 2 till 5, weather permitting. And there's plenty of room. Bring your beach chairs. Plenty of room for social distancing out there. And meanwhile, stay safe, and we will see you guys soon. Thanks. Here's a brand new song for you. the sun gets hot, I'll be under my big umbrella, playing my guitar in my favorite spot. I know I am a lucky fella. Home is where the palm trees grow, far away from any cold and snow, where I could sit and watch life move slow. Home is where the palm trees grow. It's the place where I can go, watch the world go by, count my blessings every day, where the palm trees kiss the sky. Welcome to my special place. Slow down, pull yourself a chair. A world away from the old rat race. My friends, you're welcome here. Home is where the palm trees grow, far away from any ice and snow. The drinks are cold and the pace is slow, down where the palm trees grow. Yeah, home is where the palm trees grow. Sit back and